Hey beautiful women, how are you? I hope you're having an amazing day. I am coming in here today to talk about following your guidance and the fact that it doesn't always feel good, right? It certainly doesn't always feel easy. So say hi when you're jumping on. If you're watching the replay, pop replay down below and let me know where you're tuning in from. Hey Cassandra, how are you? I love seeing who's tuning in and especially seeing where they're tuning in from all over the world. So something that comes up a lot that I talk about a lot with clients and even women in this group and other women I'm chatting to is sort of following your guidance, right? Following what you're called to do, following your guidance, or doing what feels aligned. And the word aligned gets thrown around a lot. Hey Eloise, hey Cassandra, and I certainly use the word aligned a lot as well, right? So I just want to clarify some things because I feel like sort of in this space of working on your mindset, working on manifestation, working on a business that feels good or feels aligned to you, I just kind of want to break the myth that following your guidance and doing what aligned does not feel good or does not always feel good, okay? And certainly doesn't always feel easy. So I think some people, when they feel connected to what they're doing and they love their work or they love their mission, they think that following guidance and following what they're aligned to do is following what feels good, right? And that's not always the case. Often following your guidance is hard and scary because it requires you to grow and expand, right? It requires you to grow and expand. And so when I talk about doing business from a place of ease, I just want to clarify that it is possible to have a business a business that flows, a business that you work from a place of ease, but it doesn't mean it's always easy, right? And so I want to clarify that a little bit. So when you're connected to your heart, when you're connected to your truth, when you're really connected to your purpose, when you're really connected to all of those things, then you will be pulled, you will be given guidance, right? And the guidance comes, I know someone made a comment in here the other day that they weren't sure if it's always their guidance, right? If it was guidance or if it's something else. So let me clarify that too, right? So you are being guided. Let's just talk about business. You are being guided when you receive little intuition and ideas, when you are in a space of alignment with your business and with your goals and desires. And what that means is when you think about your goals and desires, if you feel good about it, if you feel excited about it, if you feel expectant knowing that your desires are done, then you're in a good space, right? Then you are aligned with it. If you love your work, right? You love your work, you know you can help people, but when you think about signing clients or when you think about reaching your income goals or when you think about creating your desires, whatever they are, when you think about that, if you fall into if you feel bad, if you feel frustrated, hey to Cynthia, hey Sally, if you feel frustrated, if you feel disappointed, if you feel scared, if you're afraid of failure, if you're feeling bad when you think about creating your goals and your desires and building your business or signing clients or whatever it is, then you are not aligned. And so the thoughts, the inspiration, the ideas that come are not necessarily guidance, right? So I hope that's making sense. So when you are, hey to all the beautiful women jumping on, lots of you today. When you are feeling completely aligned, it means that you are feeling good about it, right? So when you're feeling good about it, so when you think about signing clients, let's say you want to sign another 2 clients by the end of the month, and you think about it and you feel excited, you feel like it's done, you feel lit up about it, and you feel so good about it, then any little intuitive hits and inspiration you get are the right thing. They are the right guidance. But if you feel bad about it, if you feel frustrated and scared, then often the thoughts, the guidance, the inspiration you're getting is coming from your lower self or your ego. It's coming from that place of being afraid, of scarcity, of lack, right? So let me give you some examples. So when I was in my network marketing business, I had some goals, right? How many team members I wanted to sign or what income or whatever it was. And so when I would think about my goal and the end of the month would be coming close, I'd be like, shit, what am I going to do? Like, my goal's not coming. I'm so far away. How am I going to make it happen? Okay, I'm going to send another 100 messages or whatever it was. Or, you know, like, I'm going to follow all those people up, or I'm going to chase those people down and try and convince people to buy from me, right? So the action that I got, the ideas that I got were from a resistant place, were from a place of lack and scarcity and desperation. When you are feeling so aligned that you know your desires are done, you are feeling so good about them coming, you know that you will be inspired and guided, then you relax, you chill out, you do far less work, but the inspiration you get is guiding you. Now, here's the thing, it's not always easy. So for example, if you are feeling super good about your business and you get the inspiration, you should do a live about whatever. Like, you should do a live about your business or about what it is that you do, or you get just a thought that you should do a live about that. But then you immediately go, oh, no, that's scary. I don't want to do a live. Like, what if I stuff up? What will people think about me? Like, what if I sound like a bumbling idiot? Then that is guidance. But what's happening is you are then going back into, dropping back down into your lower self or your ego, which is the fear and scarcity. Does that make sense? So when you are feeling good about your business, you got the inspiration to do a live. That live felt hard, right? That live was going to feel hard and scary, but that is the right thing to do. Okay, so that inspiration or that guidance you get when you're feeling completely aligned and amazing about your business, it is always the right thing to do, because any action you take from an aligned place is the right thing to do. But it's often scary, because when you are aligning with a goal, with something that you've never done before, you are going to have to do things that you've never done before to get there, right? Like, if you've only ever earned 5K a month, or 2K a month, whatever it is, and your goal is to earn multiple six figures, that person that earns multiple six figures, she acts differently to you right now, right? She is doing different things. She is taking different action. She is bolder. She is more confident. She is showing up in a different way. So when you're aligned with that goal, with that vision, then you will get guidance to do things that are scary. I know I've shared this example before, but I was scrolling through my Facebook notifications one day, super aligned with calling in clients, and stumbled across someone's post in a Facebook group that was all about websites. It was all about, this woman had written a post about, my business is somewhere between 10 and 20K a month. I have Facebook ads, I have funnels, and I just can't work out how to get to the next level, or how to get the consistent income. And I immediately had an idea to write a comment about vibrational alignment and the energy of creation. And then my second thought was doubt and fear. Oh my God, people are going to think I'm crazy. I am not going to do that, right? But because I'm tuned in to trusting my intuition, even though it was scary, even though there were feelings of fear, like, what are people going to think of me? That's what fear is, right? What are people going to think of me? I did it anyway because I followed my intuition, and I felt a bit nervous about it, because I was like, oh, I don't really want any haters judging me. I mean, no one wants that, but I followed the intuition. Okay, so often when you get guidance and intuition, it's to do something scary. When I started teaching manifestation, I hadn't actually really mastered it, right? But I knew so much about it. I had been studying, I had learned so much about it, and I had a coach helping me. And that's what I felt truly called to do. I was like, this is what I love. This is what I want to be doing. This is what I want to be helping people with. And I had someone helping me, and I knew that I only had to be a few steps ahead to help someone else, right? So I started coaching in an area that I hadn't totally mastered. So I didn't feel ready, right? I didn't feel ready. And most people will be like, oh, I don't really feel ready. I can't do that. But I felt called to do it. I felt like when I really connected to my truth and my passion and what I really wanted to be doing, it was helping women with mindset and manifestation and exploding their business. That is what I truly wanted to do. Did I feel qualified? No. Did I feel ready? No. Was I scared? Yes, right? But I felt called to do it. I trusted that, and I trusted that I would be supported. when I signed up with my coach and I paid her $10,000 and I was literally running out of money and had no income. Did I feel like it was a smart financial decision? No. Right? Was it scary? Hell yes. It was so scary. But there was a part of me that knew that I was being called to show up as more, to do more. I knew I had more to offer the world, and I knew I needed help to get there, right? So the first thought was, I know someone can help me get there. I know if I get the right coach, they can help me get there. But the next thought is always doubt and fear, right? Oh my God, what if it doesn't work? What if I spend this money and I don't get the results? Oh my God, where am I going to be then? And I totally get it, right? So what happens is when we're feeling connected, when we're feeling good, we are given guidance, we are given inspiration. But then ego and fear kicks in and it makes you question it, right? What if I get on that live and people judge me? What if I do the wrong thing? If you feel called to start a new business or, start a podcast or a YouTube channel or whatever it is, and then the next thought is, oh, I'm not ready for that. Who am I to talk about anything? Who's going to watch me? There's other people out there that are more qualified and have more knowledge than me, right? That is ego and fear stopping you. So when you are feeling good, when you are feeling aligned, you need to trust those pulls. But you need to make sure you're aligned and you're not in resistance, right? You need to clear the resistance, because when you are still in resistance, and resistance is any fear, doubt, worry, then the thoughts, like I said, the thoughts and ideas that you can be getting are coming from a place of lack and scarcity and desperation. They're not coming from alignment, right? So does that make sense? Does that make sense? So you have to excuse me, I've got a bit of hay fever today. Sorry about that. So it's always about finding the alignment and then trusting the pulls, even when they are scary and hard. And like I said, for you to expand, for you to take a quantum leap, you are not going to be able to show up as who you did last month. If you are struggling to make sales in your business, if you are not getting consistent clients, if you are, only making $1,000 or a couple of $1,000s a month and you want to expand beyond that, you are not going to be able to show up in the same energy, necessarily in the same way. It is going to require you to up level. Yes, you might be doing the same activities, but your energy is up leveling and how you show up will up level as well, right? It might just be that you're being called to share in a more vulnerable way, that you're being called to, you should share a post on that hardship you went through. You should share a post on your struggles. And you immediately go into that fear and resistance of, oh my God, that's too scary. I don't want to do that, right? Don't let that fear stop you. That first initial thought, trust that, right? From that place of feeling expanded, being attached to your vision, feeling good about where you're going and feeling connected, always, always, always trust that first initial hit. And I shared this, did I share it in here a little while ago? I think I did. I shared it on my Magnetic Money 3-day thing at the end, right? So when you're wanting to make decisions, when you're wanting to know what the next move is, spend some time, close your eyes, get into the vision of where you're going, right? Really connect to that vision. Feel the feelings of it being done. See what you're going to see, hear what you're going to hear. Really feel into that space. Feel like it's already happened, and then ask that confident, more empowered future version of you, what is the right thing to do right now? What is the right thing to do? Because she knows the right thing to do. She has the answers, right? The person that's stuck in fear, scarcity, lack, self-doubt, that person isn't going to get you out of it, right? It is the higher version of you. It is your higher self. It is your inner being. It is your soul that knows the way. But often those things you're being called to do are scary and hard sometimes, right? So I wanted to kind of clear that up, because I feel like some people talk about being aligned with their business, but really what they're doing is they're just doing what feels good, right? So loving this bit and I'm doing this bit and this bit feels good and I'm enjoying it, but they're not really they're not really deeply connected to feeling aligned with their desires. They're sort of following the flow, but ignoring the resistance, right? Just sweeping the resistance under the carpet, not thinking about, maybe not setting any goals because they're like, I don't want to set goals because I don't want to be disappointed, right? Goals aren't about everything's not about money. It's not about just achieving financial success. Setting a goal is just having a direction to point to and something to work towards, and to be able to clear up any resistance around it. So when you think about, if you've got some sort of coaching or healing or service business, if you think about signing clients and you are like, yeah, I'm going to sign clients, it's going to be amazing, I'm going to grow my business, it's going to be awesome. And then month after month after month tick by and there's no clients, you are ignoring a whole lot of resistance that is stopping you. Because if you are not getting exactly what you set out to get, you have resistance to it. You are blocking the flow. There is no other reason. There is no other, I'm too busy, I don't have time, I've got 3 kids, COVID, lockdown, whatever. None of that is the truth. The only truth about why you are or are not hitting the goals you set for yourself is about your alignment to it. There is no divine timing. It is your alignment, your timing. When you know that it's done, when you are so lit up and you feel so good about your goals coming and you just are certain that it's done, there's no fear and resistance and frustration about why people aren't buying from me, or maybe I'm not good enough, or maybe I'm not qualified, or I'm not sure if I'm ready yet. All of that is blocking your flow, right? That's resistance. Fear, doubt, worry, that is all the resistance. When you clear that up, and look, this is a big part of what I teach, is clearing this up, right? Clearing this up. And I work on it daily. Like every week, every month, I have new resistance. As I up level, as I grow, things evolve and I come across new hurdles that I need to work through. I'm like, that's interesting. The things aren't working out how I thought. Why is that? What am I not seeing here? Because life is always reflecting me. So if you're not getting what you set out to achieve, it's because of something that you have within you that's blocking it. Okay, everyone's a reflection of you. If you keep calling in potentials that tell you they can't afford your service, it's probably because you think your service is too expensive, right? That's what it comes back to. It's always a reflection of you. But when you clean that up and follow the pulls, magic happens. It's so beautiful. But it is showing up and doing hard things. So that first intuition, trust that, even when it feels scary or hard. So I've just been waffling here, but I'm just looking at my notes. So the things that come up, like when you have an idea, how to know if you've got resistance and if you're blocking yourself is when you have an idea. If you then start to think, but what will people think of me? What if I fail? What if I take this risk and it doesn't work out? This feels too hard. I'm not sure if I'm ready. I'm not sure if I'm good enough. I'm not sure if I'm qualified. Who's going to listen to me anyway? All of that is what you need to clear up, right? Because that is just absolutely stopping you. That is your resistance. You can shift those beliefs. They're just stories that you're telling yourself. You can shift them. So I hope that's making sense. Following your guidance, being in alignment is not doing what feels easy and nice. It's often showing up having to do hard things. Yes, overall, your business absolutely feels good to you, but you will be called to do some things that feel scary. Does that make sense? So you will be called to do things that are scary, to up level, right? To expand, to step into that future version of you. But follow that because it's exciting and it's beautiful. And when you realize you can do it, I mean, I've talked about it before. Facebook Lives used to scare the shit out of me, right? So when I was in my network marketing business, one of the things is I wanted to be able to do more Facebook Lives. I felt like I was being called to do more lives. But it scared me. It terrified me. It absolutely terrified me. And so I probably only did one once every 6 months, right? Absolutely terrified me. And when I studied NLP and timeline therapy, one of the beliefs that I cleared was my fear of doing Facebook Lives because I knew it was blocking me. And so since then, I'm not saying I never ever have any nerves. Like if I'm doing a big program or if I feel like there's going to be a lot of people on, then there might be a few little nerves. But like these are mini masterclasses. I didn't even decide what I was doing until literally I wrote that post 2 hours ago, and then I wrote a few notes and I show up and I do it, and I know that someone needs to hear this today and that the message will land with the right people. And I just trust, I ask for guidance and I trust that the right words will flow through me. And sometimes I feel like I'm rambling, but I hope that the message is landing where it needs to land, and you've just got to trust that. And who cares if some people look at you and go, oh my God, she's an idiot. They're not my people. I don't care. Unfollow me. Don't, leave the group if you think I'm a crazy person. That's cool. Most of the planet won't get you. Most of the planet aren't going to love you, but they're not your people. Everyone doesn't need to love you. Everyone doesn't need to be your person. You want to attract the people that get you. You want to surround yourself with the people that get you. And the more you show up as your true self, the more that happens. The more you try and be like someone else or try and show up as who you think you should be, that's when you struggle, because you always feel disconnected. You always feel like you're trying to put on a mask and show up in a new way that doesn't feel authentic and doesn't feel good to you. So come back to your truth, follow that, and you will always be guided. And what's interesting actually is just this week, I've had 2 clients say to me they completely want to change directions in the business, like what they came to me for. The business that they sort of had started that they wanted help with is not the direction they want to go in now. And it's because they have learned to tune into the truth of who they are, right? And they're feeling more connected to themselves and what their soul's calling them to do, that they're feeling pulled in a new direction. And that's a beautiful thing to watch. It's totally okay to change direction, right? It's totally okay to do that. Life's all about growth. It's all about the journey. But it's just so interesting. It's literally happened in the last couple of days. 2 clients have shifted direction. And now I'm so excited to watch their new journey, right? Because the more you are doing what you're called to do, what your soul is telling you to do, the more you're led, the more your life is joyful and fun, and there's ease and there's flow. But sometimes that still means doing hard, scary things. That is the message today. Thank you so much, beautiful women, for joining me. And if you haven't seen, yesterday we started the Quantum Expansion 8-week group program. And I was so pumped after the first training yesterday. I'm so excited for it, actually. Like, I have to be honest, I was a little bit... over the last couple of weeks, I've been a bit up and down about it, because I was thinking, oh my God, a group program. Like, I love my one-on-one. I know I can get epic transformations. I was like, but with a group, you're not working with people one-on-one. And after yesterday's training, knowing the content I'm going to deliver, like, it is going to be epic. The women are going to have amazing transformations. I feel so clear on that, so certain on that. And I know for myself, even when I signed up with my coach, it was actually a lot of her trainings that she had that really helped me have big shifts. And I am sharing all the content that I share with my one-on-ones. I'm sharing all the processes. It is actually going to be phenomenal. And if I run it again, it won't be at this price. And just because I was feeling crazy yesterday and so excited after doing the training, I'm giving everyone access to the first week for just $50, which is nuts. So I've put the link, actually I'll pop the link in the comments here as well if you want to join up for this first week and see what it's all about. It's 2 trainings, worksheets you'll have access to, and if you want to join and stay on, you can. If not, all good. You can just take those 2 trainings and go on your happy way. But if you're wanting to up level and expand your business and take a quantum leap, then this shit will change your life. I have no doubt. Anyway, any questions, again, just pop them in the comments or PM me directly. You can all send me a message. I'm totally happy to answer any questions, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye for now.